Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our seventh session of this program called as Back on Track. And today is our fourth week, and today's session is mostly about power and strength. So it's a combination session which includes power as well as strength of specifically posterior chain muscles. We have been doing certain exercises before to activate the posterior chain, which consists of your glutes, hams, calf. Today, we are going to do a power session, which will help you to generate an explosive power through your posterior chain, in turn, helping in your functional activities like jogging or long distance marathon runners or any game like badminton. So in that case, you will stay away from this low back pain if you generate a good amount of power and strength in your lower body. Okay, so let's start with the warm up. The first warm up that we are going to do today is a squat with weight shifts, a bit for the ankle movement. It's very easy. In case if you find it difficult for the people who are not able to go into a deep squat, make sure you are holding a wall or holding a chair, and then just going and sitting in the deep squat position, and then shift your weight like this, giving you that angle mobility. Shift your weight in front and side to side, front and side to side. Just show you from the front angle. So in case if you're not able to deep squat to this extent, you might take a wall support and squat this way, and then just weight shift. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're holding on to something. Also, do not raise your heel up. So when you are squatting, make sure you're not raising your heel up there. Okay, heel and feet completely grounded. You go into a deep squat, and then you weight shift. 1, 2, 3. Move side to side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Let's do one more set. So this exercise will help you to open up your ankle joint. 2, 3. Get that good ankle mobility. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the more dorsiflexion you get in your ankle, the more mobile your ankle are. Okay. So that was for the ankle mobility warm up. The second warm up that we are going to do is the world's greatest stretch. Okay. So one hand here, go into the quadruped position. Take your right leg in front such that your left arm and the right leg are in the same line. Okay. Now raise up the opposite leg, that is your left leg. Raise your knee up from the floor. Okay. Now this stretch is called the world's greatest stretch for a reason, because you're going to have a stretch and mobility in so many components in your body. One is your left hip flexors will get stretched, your right glutes are going to get a good mobility, your thoracic spine rotations will be held up, you'll get a good stretch in your glutes on the right and on the left hip flexors, and a good rotation movement in your thorax. For the people whose shoulder is tight, they might feel a good anterior stretch on their shoulder, meaning stretching the pec muscles, which in general stretches the whole body itself. That's why it's called the world's greatest stretch. Let's do 10 reps on each side, okay? Feet up. Take your hand, try to touch your elbow down, drive down through the hip joint, and then come up. Always remember, the world's greatest stretch is not just this, is driving down through your hips and then coming up and getting that good hip mobility there. Okay, so you go 1 and rotate. Now you go 2 and rotate. Come on, 3. Drive down through your hip joint. 4. Then rotate your spine. 5. Then open up your spine. Again, 6. Turn as much as you can. turn there. When you're going into that phase, keep pushing with your left hand and then turn and go back. 6, 7, 8, 9, drive down to your hip, 10. Good job, guys. Let's switch the side now. Okay, I'm going to show you on the opposite side now. We are going to do one set, 10 reps. Starting this as a warm-up initially can make you breathless if your endurance is pretty low, but then it's going to be fine. This time, the right hand in front, left leg and right hand in same line. Lift off your right knee and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep doing it. Do not hold your breath. One more. Good job. Make sure your socks are not slipping off the mat. It just happened to me in the last rep. Okay, now the last exercise for the warm-up is going to be a very easy exercise. The best, the cobra pose. Okay, so lie down flat. Push with your hands and go up. And breathe out. Let's do 10 reps. 2, push with your hands and go up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe out. 7. You have 3 more reps to go. 9. 10. And relax. So here we are done with the warm-up. We're going to take a 10-second break. Wipe that sweat off. It's already there. And sip some water. Today's session is more about generating the power and strength through your posterior chain. You're going to use and work a lot on the glute muscle, a lot on the hamstrings, and which will make you feel burned out in your posterior chain, which is something which we are targeting today. Okay, come on, sip some water, take a 10-second break. Okay, let's start the first exercise. That is going to be a very easy exercise. That is a wall sit. Again, activating your quads muscle. One group of muscle which helps us to not actually generate power from the posterior chain, but there's a lot of strength work when it's required in various functional activity. Your quad strength in an isometric way is required a lot. And generally, we have seen that if there's any tightness or weakness in your front muscles of your hips, which is either iliopsoas, which we have stretched to our world's greatest stretch, or there's any weakness in the quadriceps muscle, generally your pelvis goes for a toss, and then you will have to in turn Stretch, strengthen your quads, also work on your strength and power of the posterior chain, that is the glutes max, glutes medius, as well as your hamstring muscles. And at some point, you also have to train power generation through your gastrocs and soleus muscles. Okay, now let's start the wall sit holds position. In case if your socks are slipping off, I would recommend you to take them off. We don't want any slippery surfaces. Go near a wall. Make sure your feet are hip width apart and you slide down, head touching the wall. Do not let your knees fall inside. Take them out. Make sure your weight is on the outer border of the foot. Keep that toe pressing into the mat. Do not let your knees fall inside. The whole load is going. Now, tuck in your tummy. Keep the spine as sticked as possible to the wall and hands your head touching the wall. I've already held it for 10 seconds while I was talking to you guys. So I'm going to hold it for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slide up. Make sure you're on a wall which is having little rest friction, so it is easy for you to slide up and down. Okay, the wall which I'm is having a little friction, so I have to, like, I'm not able to slide up properly. But make sure you have a frictionless surface. You can slide up and down. Okay, now let's do the second rep of this wall squat exercise. Go squat down, head touching the wall. Don't keep your hands here. Keep it crossed across your chest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide up. There you go. That's the second rep. We are going to do 5 reps of 10-second holds. And down. Keep your tummy tucked in. Okay? Do not let there be any gap between the wall and your spine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your quads burn. Let the quads burn there. Make sure when you're doing this exercise, there's no excessive load that you're feeling on your knee joints. That's absolutely not something that I suggest. The load should be completely on the quads. Okay, I want you to squat down again and keep holding that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do not hold your breath. There's one more rep. Let's go down. Keep your tummy tucked in. Do not let your knees fall out. Do not keep your hand. You can keep it here or just keep it crossed across your chest. That's the best. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slide up. Good job, guys. There we have done our first exercise. Now the second exercise that we are going to do is called a hamstring bridge. Okay. The difference between a power hamstring bridge and a normal hamstring bridge is when you are going into the bridge position, you really need to squeeze your buttocks and imagine that you're throwing an object off and the object has to really go somewhere far. So that's how you squeeze your buttocks and you thrust up to generate the power. Okay, so we're going to do a hamstring bridge. For that, lie down flat on your back. Okay, we're gonna fire our hamstrings. So the knee angles for your hamstring to get activated is going to be not like for the glutes. Like for the knee, the closer your heels are to your buttocks, it is more that you will feel it on your glutes. The farther you go, the load transfers slowly onto your hamstrings and you're gonna strength or activate or generate power through your hamstring muscles. Hamstring can be trained at this angle, at this angle. Today we are just going to do at this angle, okay? Now make sure, so it can be a 60, 30, 15, depending on how you progress, okay? Let's do it on a 60-degree angle today. Again, important, very, very important is to tuck in the tummy. Don't let that spine go away from the mat. Keep that balloon, the imaginary water balloon, smashed throughout the bridge that you're doing. Plus, do not leave the core in between the reps, okay? So keep holding the core tight, keep holding that balloon smashed throughout the set. That is, we're going to do 8 reps, 2 set. Okay, let's go on the heels. Do not keep your foot down. Go on the heels, tuck in, hands on the side, and quick and thrust up. Imagine I've kept an object here which you have to throw in this direction, not in this. Okay, has to be this direction. Mindfully do the exercise and generate the power, and it has to be quick when you go up and slow down when you're coming down. Okay, so tuck in and 1, slow down. Do not lose that core there, keep it tucked in. Okay, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down. Feel the hamstring burn, squeeze the buttocks and go up. 7, quick, 8, quick, 9, quick, 10. Good job. Hopefully everybody's feeling under their thighs. That is your hamstring muscle. In case if there's any load at the knee, make sure your knees are not falling inside when you're doing the bridge. It shouldn't be falling at an angle or towards each other. In case if that's happening, you can take a resistance loop and just put it over your knees and make sure you're pressing out on the resistance loop, like you're stretching the back, which will make sure your glutes med gets activated and your knees will not fall inside. Let's do the second rep. 60-degree on the heel, go tucked in, generate that power, and 1, 2, 3, 4, as stable as possible, 5, 6, do not let your knees fall inside, okay, tucked in, 7, 8, quick, 9, and 10. Good job. There you will feel at your hamstring. The next exercise that we're going to do is called as a hip thrust or a hip glute bridge, we can say, with a power generation. Be in this position, take a 10-second break, do some 10 breathing, 10 diaphragmatic breathing exercise, and then we are left with 2 more exercises for the session. Stay as relaxed as possible. Sip some water in case if you want to sip some. Do some diaphragmatic breathing exercise. Some breath work there. One more breath. And relax. The next exercise that I've told you is going to be a glute bridge, but with power, or it can be called as a hip thrust also. In case if you're doing it near a bench where your upper back is rested. But for today, we are not going to do that, okay? Because I need to teach you the basic how to generate power in a glute bridge. Again, knees a little bit bent more so that the heels are more closer to your buttocks, okay? Hands on the side. Keep pressing your feet down into the mat, squeeze your buttocks, keep the core engaged, and push quickly. Like you need to push and throw that object off, and it should just go in this direction. Imagine that, hands on the side, power. You're going to do 2 sets of 10 reps, okay? You tuck in, activate your core, squeeze your buttocks, and 1. Generate that power. 2, 3, and slowly come down. The eccentrics have to be a little slower while you go up. You go quickly, okay? Squeeze the buttocks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Hope your glutes are burning. Okay. We are going to do the second set, 10 reps again. Do not leave your core or tucked in position throughout the set. Between the set, you can just relax for a time, like maybe like 5 or 7 seconds, just how we are doing right now while I'm talking with you. And then again, activate the core, squeeze your buttocks. Second set, 1, go. Push it harder, okay? Generate that power through your glutes, squeeze and up. 2, 3, quick. 4, always remember, power is quick. 5, 6, quick. 7, 8, do not leave that core. 9, 10. Good job. And relax. Feel that burn in your glutes. We are left with one more exercise. We're going to take a little 10-second break, sip some water, and then come back. Okay, last exercise for the session today. It's called donkey kick back. Okay, go into that quadruped position again for the posterior chain power generation. Go into the quadruped position where your shoulders and wrists are in same line, your hips and knees are in same line. Make sure the weight on all the four limbs are equal. Keep that fingertips pressing into the floor or the mat. Do not arch your back, okay? Do not excessively arch your back. Do not go into a posterior tilt of the pelvis. Just keep it neutral. Keep it neutral. Keep that core tucked in and active. Do not go into the arch whenever you're performing the exercise as well, because then the load is going to go more on your low back, and which we don't want. Okay, so keep it neutral, keep the core active, and shift the weight a little bit on the left side now. Squeeze the buttocks and kick. So you have 1, 2. Make sure you're not arching there. Okay, let's do 10 reps. 3, kick. 4, 5, don't arch. Okay, keep it all active. 5, 6, 7, 8, squeeze the buttocks. 9, 10. Okay, good job, guys. Switch. You're gonna switch and tuck in, keep that core active, and kick back. 1, squeeze that buttock tight. 2, 3, 4, quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, squeeze that buttock. 9, 10. Good job. We're going to do one more set on each side. On the right, kick. 1, 2, keep that core as stable as possible. Do not hold your breath. 7, push your heel towards the ceiling. 9, 10. One more. You might have a little bit of asymmetries on your line. Left and right, if you're right hand dominant, Your left glutes might be a little weaker, so you might shiver a little bit. You might even feel like you're off balancing, but you will get better with time. Okay? Left side, come on. 1, 2, keep the core active. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No excessive arching there, okay? Keep it neutral. 8, 9, 10. Good job. Last but not the least, as a cool down exercise, we're going to do some child's pose. Sit on your buttocks. Let the buttocks touch on your heel. Stretch your arm in front. Breathe in and out. Relax. Let's do 5 reps. And 2. Breathe in and out. Come back up. 3. Stretch your arms as much as possible. Feel the good stretch. Come back. 2 more. Come back. Keep breathing in. Keep breathing out. Feel that good stretch in your glutes muscle. Might even feel a stretch in your tibialis anterior in case if your ankles are a little stiffer. Okay, so you might feel a little bit of stretch on the front part of your ankle joint. Okay, and that's completely fine. The more you get comfortable with this position, the more stretched will be your tibialis anterior muscle. Okay, there we are done with our cool down as well. So just summarizing, the session that we just had was more focused on strength and power generation through your glutes, hams, muscle. In a warm up, we also did some mobility for your ankle and the world's greatest stretch, where your hips, your hip flexors, your glutes, even your thoracic spine gets a good mobility. And then we did some exercises like, hip thrust, hams bridging, your donkey kick back. We also did a wall sit holds, and today's session was more about generating those power. Okay, keep practicing these exercises. Please feel free to incorporate more number of reps and sets also. Once you build through and 2 or 3 sets become easy, you try to hold in some time there, you do more reps of it. The higher the load goes, the strength and power component will improve. More the reps, you will try to generate more of muscular endurance, which is very, very important when it comes to long distance marathon runners. Okay, so I think we are done for today's session, and I will just see if there are any queries. In case if you have any queries till today's session, whatever we have done till now, please feel free to just drop it in the comment box and I'll answer those queries. We are done with our today's session. Have a good day and see you all in next time. Bye-bye.